What's up, guys? We're at a junkyard.
It's a winter wonderland.
Yeah. So, we're looking for Chevy tires, Jeep tires, and a couple parts for our Jeep so we can get something sold. With this weather right now, get all your 4x4s for sale.
Yes.
You'll make money.
On the way here alone, we saw what? 3 cars in the ditch?
Yeah.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
Just on the way here.
There's a nice Chevy wheel.
People need to be driving cars that have 4x4.
There's that 4th freaking Yukon wheel. But we don't have center caps. We can't put those on.
Without center caps. Did we look in the car to see if they're in there?
No. It'd be in one of these. Well, it'd be a Yukon for sure. But.
Alright, well, so we can keep our eye out for that.
We've got one. Not very much tread on there. Alright, we'll keep looking.
See if we can find us some tires. Still
This is
looking.
difficult. Man.
Just look at it out here.
It's a winter wonderland.
It's insane. We got a bunch of tires lined up.
The same wheel that's for sale on market. The ones I said he'd take 140 for.
Oh, yep.
I just don't know if they'll look good
On the truck.
on a Chevy. Yeah.
So, we're digging through the snow,
Yep.
continuing our hunt.
One at a time.
Alright, guys. If you could just
Every
see
Every tire's leaning up.
every single tire in this junkyard has been dug out, flipped over, and leaned up for us to see.
We found it.
Yay!
So yeah, look at them all. And this is the 4th row. Every row from this side that way looks this way.
Literally,
Every tire.
every single one. All the way down.
So what I should do instead of leaving them there is get a wheelbarrow, bring them in, tell them I'm going to be back in to pay for them.
Because our luck, someone will take them.
Yeah. Check these out.
Good ones.
These are some nice looking Chevy wheels.
They're gonna look good on the truck.
They've all got air.
We were even almost going to resort to the same rim,
With
just different tires. Because we were getting to the point where it's like, there's no use.
Nothing
Like,
here.
there's nothing. And then we found it. So we're gonna bring these in, tell them we want to buy them.
And
And
then
then-
Jeeps.
Yes, which in the process of looking for these tires, we may or may not have found Jeep ones.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Well, it's dark. It's really dark out.
Huh?
It's really dark out. So here are our tires, wheels. I think they look good.
Yeah, they look better than what's on there. They got
Yeah.
good tread.
Yeah, they do definitely have like a decent amount of tread on them.
By the time I bring back the core, we will have these tires for $112
Yeah,
with wheels, which
Ex-
is going to spruce that truck up.
it's gonna sell the truck for sure.
Yeah.
We decided, so we brought them in and we paid for them. And then, you know, we have to bring back our other wheels and tires for our core. So we're like, you know what? Let's just leave. We have to come back tomorrow regardless to get our core. And so tomorrow we will get everything that we need for the Jeep and get our core back. So here we are. Kev actually brought him home and found out that one of the valve stems, someone chopped it right off. Where is it? Right here. Literally just chopped it right off.
Went and bought some valve stems.
Whoop, whoop.
I've never done it before, but it looks pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna have to break this bead, reach in through here, and pull the valve stem through. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. We'll get this tire, we'll get the bead pushed down, and then we'll see how easy it is to do a valve stem, I guess.
See
Or
how
hard.
fast we can do this.
All right, I've made up my tire bead breaking concoction in a coffee cup. We're gonna need a lot of it, especially with this thing not screwed down. It's gonna be fun.
Dawn dish soap and water. Honestly, I use Dawn dish soap for everything.
Oh, yeah. Just want it to get down in there, so once it starts moving on that rim, it just seeps in and.
Oh yeah, make them shine.
Yep, while I'm here.
There she goes.
Now, how do you get that out of there? Just grab it and pull it out, I'm guessing?
I don't know, it's a good question.
No! Voila. I guess I could have gotten a short one.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well.
Not bad. Yay.
Not bad. Let's see if we can air this friggin' thing up, huh?
Yeah.
That was an ordeal. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't even want to know what just happened. Needless to say, we dropped it on the inside of the tire and had to fish it out. Both of our hands are a little too big for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it aired up.
Damn, that was quick. Didn't waste no time. It went right in.
Woo!
Sorry about the air hose. I've repaired it 5 times at least. I really need to just go buy a new one. I was going to today, but I've been fighting these. So I think those look good on there, don't you? Better than those. And I just noticed that my exhaust video, well, my last video, I don't know what happened. I don't know if my files got corrupted or disappeared or what, but I was in the middle of welding that, and then the whole back half is gone in the test drive. So weird, but everything works. I really want to get this thing posted today in this weather because it's gonna sell fast, especially if I keep it a couple $100 under everyone else's. So that's the plan. We need to get these tires on here, get going. I don't know why they didn't put them on more Chevys. So, and then I was thinking, instead of taking them back to get my core today, maybe I'll post them for $100 and someone will come buy them, you know? If I sell them today for $100, and if I don't sell them, I'll just take them back to LKQ and get 45 bucks back. You know what I mean? New day here. All right, it got wild last night. So we got the wheels on the truck, posted the truck, and then a guy came and looked at it, didn't like the gas gauge being weird. So then another guy came and looked at it, offered me $3 grand, I took it. So that happened, and then we quick found this one, which, yeah, you know, I didn't really see that in the pictures, but I got there. But then when I kind of realized, you know, what's a fender from a junkyard? How hard is it to pull? And, you know, we already know we can paint a fender. So I figured I'd buy this one. We spent a little more than I generally like on, you know, trucks, but tires are decent. So I was looking for tires just now. We bought it for $1,500, but I can verify he was just underneath there, put a new transmission in it. It's got new brake lines. Literally, the miles on the transmission, I put on it driving it home. So it was wild, man. We sold the truck, came back in the house, happy, and then all of a sudden, boom, find this one, and we're freaking driving an hour and 20 minutes. And it's after 6 o'clock, so it was just pitch dark. But, you know, it doesn't matter if it's dark, you gotta go. So the reason I bought it is look at the box. You know, the rest of the truck looks predominantly really well. Arctic Cat ZR colors. It does got good tires. It's got 228 on it. Watch it not start today. And it's filthy inside, guys. I mean, look at this thing. Typical Chevy. but she starts like a freaking charm. You can tell where he put the exhaust back together from taking the tranny out. He didn't do such a great job, so we'll get underneath there and work on that. But honestly, listen to her. It's a 5.3. It's got a new tranny cooler, just saw. So this thing, we need to get a front fender on it, we need to get it painted, and we need to get it cleaned up. I think I might look for a back door as well. This is a common silver gray color. It's got this here. So if I replace that door, she's gonna look good. I need to get on board with the guy that owns quick covers. The plastic rocker covers that you throw right over your rockers and they just look clean. I emailed him before and he never responded back. So if you're a hardcore fan and you want to see some quick covers, go on a Chevy and see how easy and cheap they are. Contact Quick Covers and tell him he needs to get with KB Motors, because I'll definitely use his stuff and we'll make, you know, we'll figure out if that's even good stuff or not. But I'll keep trying. I'm gonna try to call him, because I do enough Silverados where I could slam quick covers on these bad boys and really make money, because then your rockers are there. You do have to paint them, but you know, it is what it is. I was gearing up to go to the junkyard, and Britt, listen to this bad boy purr. Woo! But all in all, it's dirty and nasty, but when it's clean up, it's gonna look great. Look at the headliner. I mean, it's not a bad truck. It can be cleaned. It was an old man. He said it was a second vehicle. He rarely drove it. The tranny went out in it, lost third and fourth like they all do. He had it sitting for probably 2-3 months, he said. So he put the tranny in it so he could sell it. He ended up buying something else when the tranny went out. It sat. He didn't want to sell it for nothing. So him and his buddy or someone, whatever, put a tranny in it, but you can definitely tell tranny was just out. It drove an hour and a half home, cruising at 80 like a dream. So I'm happy, man. The frame looks great. That was the only thing I looked at was frame, you know, and obviously doors, but it is what it is. This stuff comes off. You know what I mean? Take these headlights out and bolt, that thing comes off, you know? So, but Britt being Britt, back to that, she just found another Jeep for sale. So before I go to the junkyard today, I have to go look at this Jeep. It's a Grand Cherokee. It's got lower miles. Yeah, it's cheap. So the guy's phone's getting blown up. We told him we'd be there in a minute. She's getting ready in the house. So I'm gonna go look at that. I'll be back. Maybe I'll be showing you a new Jeep. Maybe I'll be showing you the junkyard. I don't know where this day is going yet. It's getting hectic, but we made money on the truck. We sold it fast. I'm telling you right now, 4x4s. That white stuff really puts a fire under some people's butts. You know what I mean? When they need a car, they go get a car. So, I don't know what we have into that truck. We had $11.75 into the truck, posted it for 32, sold it for 3. Boom, easy, you know? So, we got the other Jeep gone, we got the truck gone. We're down to this one, but I'm buying 2 more. So, it's just they kind of roll into each other. It is what it is, but let me get this done and we'll see where this leads us. So we made it back. Had a charger on this thing while we were gone. Fired right up. Still nice and cold, no ticks, no knocks. But we went and looked. It was actually a Cherokee Sport that we went and looked at. It was a black one. It had racing slicks on all 4. The body was pretty fair. And I would have bought it. The guy was asking $1,500. Every speaker was taken out of it. The radio was taken out of it. The headliner sagged dang near down to the top of the front seats, which, you know, I would have still bought it. But I got in it, started it. It had 170K on it, and it started and sounded wonderful. But then, here, let me shut this off. All right, quick pulled her into the garage. This one's been tried and true. We took it through a field with almost bald tires, it crept right through it. But back to the story. So we're looking at it. I started. It sounds great. Next thing you know, the red freaking light comes on. Check gauges. That's a bad light. You never want that one to come on. And sure enough, oil pressure was dropping. So I'm thinking, all right, you know, it's clean enough. If I get it cheap enough, I can do another oil pump. Big deal, you know, don't be lazy, Kevin. You can do an oil pump. Well, I get underneath the hood and I'm looking, and to this injector right here, they've got a blue 12 volt constant wire running to that injector. So that piqued my interest. I'm like, you can't just run a freaking power wire to an injector. I could tell it had a bit of a misfire. There was an engine light, but I didn't bring my scanner. So a little bit of a misfire at idle and at start of gas pedal, but went away when you're giving it gas. So immediately I'm thinking, all right, this cylinder's getting flooded with fuel because it's just constant power to it. I'm thinking, you know, all right, cool. So low oil pressure, we got fuel flooding out of cylinder. I pull the oil's brand new. It's a quart high. Brand new, quart high. I'm like, all right. So I smell the oil and it smells just like gas. So obviously that thing's flooding out a cylinder. It's all going down into the oil. Oil's washing, you know, cylinder's getting washed out. So if it were just oil pump, you know, and none of that other stuff, I'd have probably bought it. But if you wash out cylinders and you lose compression, your oil pressure also drops. Because I could give it gas and I could watch it go up to 30 pounds, and then once you let off the gas and idle, come back down. Well, all fine and dandy, you know, that way we know the oil pressure gauge is working because it's going with the RPMs and it's building pressure when you're under throttle. So my opinion, and let me know what yours is, if we've got gas flooding in here, oil that's brand new oil, I mean you could barely see it on the dipstick, oil flooded with gas, you got low oil pressure, what are the odds that you washed out cylinders versus just an oil pump? So me, being me, he was asking 15, I offered him 800, and he ended up saying, yeah, I'll take it. But even then I was like, Jesus, do I really want to do that? The motor sounds good. The back tire was flat. It had, I mean, baloney skins on the tires. I would have had to buy a whole nother set of tires, change the oil pump, and then hope for the best, figure out why this injector wasn't getting power and why there's 12 volt ground. Had new brake lines, were literally strung up over the motor and down, not tied, nothing, just. So I made the call on it. He said he'd take 800 today. I was like, man, I can't. Told him, let me think about it. You know, you don't sell it today, give me a call tomorrow. But I feel like he'll sell it to someone today, you know, for around 1200. Someone will go there, not know what, you know, we know here, and buy it, but then potentially be in a screwed up spot. So that's why we're back here now. What's up, Brett?
We just hit 1,000 subs.
No way.
Yeah, we did.
We hit 1,000 subs, guys.
Woo woo!
Awesome. I've been trying. I would look at it for days in a row.
Just look at it.
We'd look at it for days in a row, and it would stay at the same 995. I'm like, really? Really?
Well, we're there.
So we made it. Thank you, Lord.
Yay!
But we're back here. So I could go to the junkyard right now, but I really feel like I should try to tackle this windows situation. As you know, in this one, all 4 windows don't work. The story is this door fell off, got welded back on, hinges, whatever. After that, the windows didn't work. It's a hell of a story. Who knows if it's the truth? But never in the history of the world did all 4 windows motors break at the same time. So we have to assume it's the switch or it's the wiring that goes down into that panel. I sat and contemplated, should I go to the junkyard? Should I, you know, I could go to the junkyard today, but we're already behind the gun because I got to get back in time for kids to get from school. I'm talking a lot. Let's get into this door. I need to get a test light. We got to actually figure out if we're even getting power to the door. So let's get this thing taken apart. Let's look into it and see what we got. All right, door panel's off. Definitely looks like someone's been in here before. Looks like they did a good job putting the cover back on. Look at this. Oh, yum. Brett, Need to call her out here and have her clean that. No, I'm kidding. So, here's our switch. Here's our wiring. So, let's figure out which wires go to the motor. Let's give them power. See what that does. I'll hook up my battery charger, put 12 volts on it, and we'll throw some power to these things and see what happens. Door panel's off. Looked at the wires coming through the door jamb. Don't really see anything yet. I have to unwrap them a little more, but I thought before I do that, why don't we come over here and look at the fuse panel? So I come down here and I look at this. We got some wiring going on here. I don't know what that means, so I really should probably try to trace the red and blue wire, figure out what he is actually powering up off the fuses. I'm gonna get on my phone, do some research, figure out which one's the window fuse. Let's check that fuse before we go any further. What if it's blown? You know what I mean? All right, pulled fuses, we're good. They're not blown. We have those funky wires. One goes to the trailer towing package. One goes to compass, which we don't even have. So, no idea where they go or what they're powering up, but I'm not going to go ahead and take those apart and figure out what doesn't work when they're not in there. They're working. You know, it is what it is. So, we've got power to our fuse. Our fuse is not blown. Next step is to dig into that rubber boot and try to find broken wires. Okay, first sight with the boot off of it. I do want to get in here and look, but we've got that one there, which looks like it may have done that by pulling it out because it's a tight fit. So, and it doesn't look broken, so we'll rewrap that. We've got some electrical tape here, electrical tape here. This is actually for the what do you call that? The lockout switch. You know, your window lock. Usually this switch is what goes out if all your other switches don't work and your windows still work from this switch. That's these. This can also stop them all from working. So I'm not completely positive that's not bad. But for right now, we need to look at this, see what wires are broke, see what we got. I'm going to figure out which wires power what. We're going to put power to them. And we're going to hopefully try to diagnose what we got going here. So, but as far as now, everything looks to be intact. So let me dig deeper. Oh boy. All right, so I started inspecting, you know, the ones I could see. I repaired that one. I retaped the ones that I know are good. So I pull off the other black wrap, and oh boy, look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, they're sheared right off. 5, 6. Yeah, we've got a few. I'm gonna have to get in here. I'm gonna start rewiring all these, I guess. I mean, some of these are thick wires. I know they go to the windows, so. What do we got there? Alright, so that plugs that together, I'm guessing. But I think we just found our problem, you know, no power to the windows. We've got 4 or 5 broken wires. So let's get these wired back together, see what we got. I don't have any butt connectors, and I really feel like that's the right way to do these ones. Just because if I twist them together, I mean, I could twist them together, but it's going to shorten them a little bit, and I don't know how that's going to fare with going through that door hole. And, you know, gosh, I don't know. Maybe I should get butt connectors. Maybe I should just wire them together and get it gone. You know what I mean? I should probably do it right. Let me go to the store, get some butt connectors. All right, we're back. I've got a couple different kits because I'm always doing something, and I bought a new test light. I made my own test light a long time ago with a headlight and a poker, and it worked for a long time, but now it's time I finally buy my own. And yeah, now we can get busy crimping wires.
know I'm gonna get comments. I need to get real wire crimpers. I have 6 kids, so being able to buy this stuff is a blessing. I'm happy to have that. We'll just make what I have work for now. Either way, got them plugged in temporarily. Check this out. We got 1 window, 2 windows, 3 windows, 4 windows. I'd say we did it, guys. So now I'm gonna wrap that up real nice and tight in tape. We're gonna slide that rubber boot back over it. I'm gonna try to fish it through. It's very tight, so I'm really hoping that I've got good connections and I'm not gonna pull anything apart trying to stuff it through, because there's a big hole here and then there's a real small hole on here. It's like 2 layers. It's a little tunnel that we're shoving it through, and it's really tight. So we've got 1 victory for the day. Let's get this wrapped up, get it tucked through, and hopefully they still work when we get them plugged back in. All right, we got them back in, got them plugged in. Finish up this boot right here, and yeah, wrap this thing up, get the door panel back on. You guys have seen me do that a million times, so it's nice and sunny, so I can get out, get that truck cleaned up. But I'm not sure how long this video is going to be getting, so that's how you fix the windows on an XJ. I guess it's a really common problem that those windows break right in there. All the forums that I read looking for the fuse location told me to check those wires first, so just makes sense that if you're working on an XJ, you don't have windows. First, before you take everything apart, play with this button up and down a lot. You know, you can sometimes get them to work. If that doesn't happen, then you're probably more than likely going to be doing just what I just did. Pull that boot, pull the wires back out, look at them, inspect them, rewire them, wrap them, shove them back through. The hardest part's getting them back in. I wanted a double layer tape because, you know, we're going through Sharp's metal and I don't want to scrape, and I didn't want to pull my wire connectors loose and all that good jazz. So, but we got it. Next, I need to find tires for this. The back tires are great. Front tires, not so great. I think Britt found a set on Facebook Market. We're gonna go pick them up. This is the last one in the fleet. If I sell this one, I've got 1 day to sell this one to get all 3 of them in a week. If I don't, you know, it is what it is. But bought 3 cars cheap, sold 3 cars. I don't even know how much we made. I'd have to tally that up so far. I'd say we're right on track though. So let me get this wrapped up and be looking for the next video. You're gonna want to see what we sell this for. I think I might actually just post it because I have birthday parties and everything else going on this weekend. I've got this right front corner. I'm gonna put tires on it because I can't sell it like that. No one's gonna want to buy it or give me the money I want for it. But if I bought the Jeep for $700, I bought butt connectors. I've fixed it for free. I haven't put any money into it yet. So if I posted it for $1,700 right now, the way it is, running and driving, windows working, decent tires, you know, we'll have $800 into it probably once I put tires on it. You know, $1,700, make a quick buck, you know what I mean, and get it gone. It's not like we're hurting because, well, we've got that one. We're looking at another couple Jeeps tonight, so that's my dilemma. That's where I'm at. Do I want to just quick flip this one, wham bam, be gone, make a couple bucks and run? Or do I want to wait till Monday, go to the junkyard, get the stuff for the front end, hopefully I can find the blue and all that stuff. I think I'm just going to make my quick buck so I can move on to that truck and just be done and just keep moving, keep rolling, you know, keep my momentum going. It's kind of just been a snowball effect, so it's working out. I'm going to end the video here.
All the new subscribers that got us to 1,000 subs, thank you so much. All you other subscribers that are always commenting and always talking to me and always uplifting and giving me advice, what's up? You guys are freaking amazing. I love it. Thank you so much for your support and following us on this journey. I do have a surprise. We did go down, fill out some paperwork. We are actually legit now. We've received our tax ID number. KB Motors LLC is a real thing now. So we're doing great, guys. That's what I've been doing a lot lately, and it's been consuming a lot of my time. It takes a lot of driving, going down to Grand Rapids, filling out paperwork, meeting with people, this, that. Right now, we're trying to find a place to hang my dealer's license. So once I get it hung, we're 100%. We can just go to dealer auctions and just really start going. So this has been the dream, guys. Started with nothing, worked our way to here. Now we actually have paperwork filled out. We have our name, we have our tax ID number. We're filled out for dealer's license. We're there. So I actually just went, when I bought those electrical connectors, started my commercial account with AutoZone. I've got to go to the other garages and do that too, or other shops in town. Then I can have my parts delivered right to me, no matter where I'm at. So I'm in the works. I'm talking to a few people. Cross your fingers. This thing's gonna work. We're pushing for it. We're trying. We're working on the dream, man. Thank you guys for following me. Thank you guys for supporting me. Remember, like the video, comment, show YouTube we're good people, help this channel grow, and let's see where this thing goes, man. I'm getting pumped. Things are happening. We're doing great. Gosh, if we could just keep doing this, I'd be happy. So remember, check back, see what we sell this for, see what I did. Maybe I'll do more work on it. Maybe we'll be working on the Chevy, or maybe we'll be working on the other two we're going to look at. Who knows? But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. Peace.